Hello, epic viewers from around the world. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another riveting, captivating, stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What items will I be unboxing? What items will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to list the box. What items are encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible, nifty box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify the answer to that inquiry right here, right now. So bear with me. It will only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the items from the box and subsequently flaunt them in front of the camera for you to feast your glorious eyes on. Here we go. The unboxing process is about to commence. The unboxing process is officially underway. What items have I prompted? What items have I drawn forth? What items have I extracted? These action figures are derived from the Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring action figure line. They were produced by Toy Biz amid the early 2000s. Are these figurines a paradigm of perfection? Are these figurines the epitome of perfection? Are these figurines the embodiments of resounding perfection? I did not know. That is an enigma. That is subjective. That is up to you to determine. You can determine that by objectively comparing these figurines to other figurines that you possess within your prodigious action figure collection. I should not make any arbitrary assumptions. Perhaps you're a new collector, so maybe you do not possess a prodigious action figure collection yet, but once you do obtain a slew of action figures, you notice that these figurines are relatively high quality, in stark contrast to other figurines. Why are they high quality figurines? Well, they have stellar textures, they have stellar aesthetics, they have high quality shadings, they have ample points of articulation, they're adorned with pieces of armor, they have visually appealing hues. What else? They have high quality sculpts. Do I notice any defects? Well, my first gripe appertaining to these figurines is that they lack finger joint articulation. Their hands are also semi-clenched together. They lack toe articulation. They lack articulation in the knee joints. They lack an ankle pivot. They lack articulation in the waist. They lack diaphragm joints. They have spikes protruding out of their backs. I love their novelties. I love how spikes are protruding out of their armor. I love their faces. These figurines are unequivocally Moria orcs. These Moria orcs are malicious, they're coercive, they're sadistic, they're violent, they're savage. They maul their adversaries to death, they pummel them to death, they beat them to bloody pulp. They can trounce nearly anyone in combat, except the Fellowship. The Fellowship can ward them off. The Fellowship can thwart their sadistic attempts to wreak havoc against the free people of Middle-earth. These warriors are audacious. They have the temerity to charge into the fray of battle. They have no compunction about their sadistic actions. They have no qualms about wreaking havoc against innocuous, innocent beings within Middle-earth. Their joints are relatively sturdy for the most part. Unfortunately, the joints within this particular orc's legs have loosened. Their integrity has been compromised. The joints are partially defective. On the other hand, this figurine has relatively sturdy joints. They have roughly 8 or more points of articulation. Actually, probably at least 9. They can wield armaments. They come with a slew of corresponding accessories that they can utilize. I'm contemplating whether or not I should equip them. I guess I'll equip his shield. I'm striving to slide it in his forearm without damaging it. I don't want to ravage my figurines. Fortunately, they aren't marred with scuffs and scratches. Actually, I'm revoking and retracting my decision to equip his weapons. Why, you may ask? I really don't want to risk damaging them now. I'll likely do it off camera. When I try to maneuver it into the forearm, I do not want the paint on the forearm guard to scrape off. I don't want any scuffs to formulate, so in order to optimize my chances for my figurines to not become marred with scratches, scuffs, and dings, I'm going to abstain from equipping all of their corresponding accessories. Some people have trepidation of their figures getting scratched, so they abstain from opening them. I'm at least willing to open them, even though I'm not willing to equip every accessory that they come with. I'm not going to equip this helmet either. I don't want to tamper with the joints. I don't want to fiddle with them. I do not need them to further loosen. So perhaps I'll equip their corresponding accessories off camera. Here they are. Let me just flaunt them in front of the camera. That way you can see what they come with if you procure them new. I got them used via eBay under $9 per orc. I have no qualms about my purchasing decision. In retrospect, I would have purchased more of them if they were available for that price. We have the shield to safeguard the orc, the blade to sever his adversaries, and the helmet to mitigate incoming blows. So here are the orc figurines once again. They look akin to one another. Are they homogeneous? Perhaps. Do you notice any salient differences? Can you pinpoint any differences? Can you discern any difference between the figurines? One of them has a piercing that apparently became severed in the lower right hand side of his face. So here are the figurines once again. I love how they come with armaments. I love the fact that they can stand on their own. I'm balancing one of them on the table just to verify that he can balance. It's arduous to get them to balance, but it's definitely possible. If their joints are loose, and it may be impossible. That could preclude you from balancing them unless you utilize a stand that they could be mounted to. They have peg holes in the bottom of their feet. So overall, these are high quality figurines. I love their novelties. I love their intricacies. I love them down to the nitty gritty details. I love their hues. I love their shadings. I love their textures. I love their facial features. I love their armor. I love their accessories. I love their details. I love the fact that they have ample points of articulation. I love the fact that spikes are protruding out of their backs. These are just really epic figurines. They're just epic in every facet. The only issue is that they lack finger joint articulation, and they lack articulation in the knee joints. I would have preferred they were also slightly taller. They're anywhere from 4 to 5 inches tall, likely closer to 4 inches tall. So these figurines are just high quality figurines for under $10. I would love to procure an army of these figurines. They could congregate, huddle together, and swarm their rivals. These orcs are the nemesis of the nemesis. What's the plural of nemesis? Or nemesises? Who knows? We'll just say that this orc warrior is the nemesis of Frodo Baggins. His goal is to trounce him, rip him into shreds, and pillage his assets. This other orc is the nemesis of Gandalf the Grey. He may get trounced in a heartbeat, but at least he can put up a fight for billions of picoseconds before he succumbs to death. Gandalf will never concede. Gandalf will fight to the bitter end. So here are the figurines once again. I'm done embellishing them. I'm done taking a gander at them. I love being engrossed in the Lord of the Rings universe, looking at these figurines. It prompts me to want to play Lord of the Rings video games and rewatch the movies. The movies are classic. The movies are just breathtaking and unbelievable. The Lord of the Rings movies are the quintessential movies. They're prodigious. They're engrossing. They're all-encompassing. I love how they're inundated with action. I love the dynamics of the movies. I love the plot lines. I love the characters. I love how sequel films were made post the Fellowship of the Ring being released. So the Lord of the Rings franchise has a lot to offer. Fortunately, Toy Biz churned out these figurines before they became defunct. Who sculpted them, you may ask? I'm unsure. But the sculptors did a stellar job. I commend them. They deserve their accolades. These figurines are the embodiment of refined art. They're not just hunks of plastic. They're not just inanimate objects. They're Moria orcs that have been materialized to 3D so they can be flaunted on your shelves. I hope that you found this video to be insightful and intriguing. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.